trees those are. I really like those, actually.
A gorgeous place to come out and sit and enjoy.
We are currently in the garden of my landscaper, Christina, and we are here today because of our Orchard Lane project. We want our client to see what the landscaper's work looks like while she makes the decision of who she wants to work with. There's also another landscaper who we could be working with, but it's important to kind of see what the place looks like, the structure, the type of plants used. So we thought it'd be fun while the client is in town from New Jersey to take a look. On that wall, she's got these with the fence. I always like vines, something at least to kind of hide,
I like it. Yeah.
Hide the neighbors. It's just a nice little vignette.
Probably. They'll probably hunker down.
Yeah.
Want to do something like this too. Want to put fish in it, but we have hawks.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know. So this is the ideal with a garden like this. You know, you did it right when every time you turn around, it's like, oh wait,
yeah.
Oh wait, I missed.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, she's done a great job. Okay. Well done, Christina. Oh. Wait, let's just peek in her window for a minute. I want to see what this is.
I like this too. How I always like the cutout and then having something come out of. So it's. Yeah.
It feels very intentional.
Yeah.
So this is her kitchen. And she's got all these orchids in there right now.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, how pretty.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
She likes pigs. I'm sensing a theme.
Yeah.
Oh, this is very nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really, I'm glad we did this.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Okay, so if you want to come here tomorrow with Sam, just use the garage. I'm gonna have guys on site, the steel guys will be here. So now we're at Orchard Lane and we are meeting with another landscaper to see what the potential is of this garden and what we can do here. We just did a walkthrough with the client to give them an update as to where we stand. We are dealing with lots of water issues. April showers bring May flowers, right? So today we are just doing a little bit of prep work. Bolts and epoxy were set yesterday. Bearing plates are being set tomorrow with possibly columns tomorrow, if not Monday, with the beam as well. So things are moving along, and once the steel's up, then we can get to removing temporary shoring, pouring the slab, and framing. Yay! A month from now, there'll be a slab poured, and hopefully the addition will be framed out. And all the joists in the inside will be new, and all the temporary shoring will be gone. What we normally do is I'll talk to John about it. We normally we've got plywood that goes across here.
Okay.
Just to keep people, rodents, all things out. These are the bolts that were set yesterday.
Okay.
So we're gonna let them dry a little bit longer, and then they're gonna put the bearing plates in tomorrow. It's just super wet. So they're gonna set the bearing plates tomorrow, and then Monday they're gonna do the columns. They're putting this back up today. We couldn't do it Wednesday or Thursday because it was just rain. I mean, it's been an unbelievable amount of rain. What we've done, I mean, again, we just, for the sake of just keeping things moving, we formed out what we think will happen, We haven't poured anything, obviously, because we'll get to that point. But at least when we can go, we can go.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that way, when it's weather allowable, it's just ready.
Right. I like that direction that that's going in
Yeah.
anyway. So yeah.
Okay. It's cracking there. It's bowing this way. It's broken in parts there. Again, I think this is where water management is going to be really important because they're at so much of a higher elevation and their garden is sloped. They're going to be dumping water here. So, I mean, and water management either, with something in the ground or just the vegetation, the plantings. I mean, this is where I would use a landscaper. I think you're getting a lot of water pressure on that brick. That's why it's pushing out. So what that tells me is that probably the footer's not very deep or very strong. Hi, John. How you doing? We were just looking at the brick back here. And Eileen was asking, I thought it was a ground pressure issue and then maybe a footing issue.
On those?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The way that should be built is the footing should be down, and then there should be an angle like this, right? To kind of resist the pressure, the lateral pressure.
Yeah.
And that footing is straight down, and the brick was built straight over the top, so it's kind of weak. Wednesday we meet for the framing.
Yep. Yep.
I assume taking down that wall too, everything went according to plan.
It did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Figured if I
You would have.
made sure it didn't affect-
We want to leave it up a little longer.
Yeah, no.
Keeps them from complaining.
Yeah. So we're going to be pouring the slab mid next week. And then once we pour it, we're going to let it sit for a little while.
Okay.
Has to sit for 7 days.
We want 7 days of no
Yeah,
stepping.
Yeah, I remember you were.
And then at that point, our material delivery will have arrived for all the wood.
Okay.
And then we're going to chalk line all the framing for CCA to look at and approve. Make sure they're on board.
And I mean, just heads up. I'm going to have them frame the 3rd floor first.
Okay.
Want to move in now? When it's all done, and it's really beautiful, you'll say, I can't believe it.
Oh no, I'm completely on board with what's happening.
Can we look at the joist for a minute? Can we talk for a second? He's going to put the columns in, beams in, then you're going to go above. So once we column beam in,
So your columns come in,
yep,
we run the beam through.
yep,
That allows us to span the new joist over the top. Okay. It also allows us to build a shoring structure on those columns that's going to hold up the 2nd and 3rd floor. So there, and over the garage. Once that shoring structure is in place, then I can take all of this down, and then that allows me to put the slab in.
I just want to make sure. Beam, it's the shoring system above us,
Above us.
and then is that the only other shoring system you're putting in, or are you putting,
So it'll be 3, 1, 2, and then 1 over the garage.
okay, okay,
That shoring system will hold the 2nd and 3rd floor up,
yeah,
right? So that I'm not wearing it.
yeah.
And then we'll be able to put the slab down. Because you want me around, don't you? Right?
Can we reuse, we can't reuse this.
Yes, all of this can be reused because all of it is screwed instead of nailed.
How long is it going to take him to do this, a day? Or 2?
What, to pull it all down?
And put it back up.
It'll take a good 2 days because I've got to go through and really be satisfied that when I pull this out, we're not going to be on the 1st floor.
And then the prep is super easy now. Prep and pour.
But in a few weeks, you'll come in here and this will just be an open space. And everything above it will be suspended like magic.
Okay.
David Copperfield.
Just like,
Yeah.
They're like, how's that up there? Right? Now, what I've been bugging Bella about is we have a really beautiful slab. We have great framing. We start to build walls. That's not the time I want to bring concrete or brick or dirt in from back here.
right.
Yeah.
If we could get it in before that,
I know.
better.
Yeah, that would be best case, but
David Copperfield, the 2nd and the 3rd floor, is going to be floating without anything underneath it. It's total magic, right? Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to take the steel beams and we're going to build a temporary shoring above to support the 2nd and 3rd floor on the 2 steel beams and over the steel beam that's going in over the garage. Or not the steel beam, but the CMU, which is concrete block over the garage. And then we'll suspend the 2nd and the 3rd floor from the ceiling up. This will be a big open space. it'll give us the room we need to pour a concrete slab. Once the concrete slab is in place, then we'll build the walls, re-support it, remove that shoring above it, and start to frame the whole house out. But for a minute here, it's a total magic trick. You'll come in and you'll say, how's the second and third floor in the air?
Coffee, the closest coffee place. Okay, let's go this way. I feel relieved. You know, it's been a really long time since I've had to take a test, and I was like, ooh, I'm not a great test taker. It was like a little stressful because it's like what I imagine going to prison is like. You walk into the test center and they're like, okay, pull up your pant legs, pull up your sleeves, show me your glasses, you know, empty out your pockets, pull them back. I'm like, my jeans are too out tight for me to actually like go like that. I was like, he was like, no, you can't put your jeans, like, show me. I was like, this feels very invasive. And I get there and I'm getting, you know, take my breath and then get ready to do my exam. And then like, they have like a pre-questionnaire to like show you how to use the software, and mine wasn't working, and I was like, oh my God, this is an omen. This is a bad sign. So they had to take me out of the test center, restart, and like for like 15 minutes, and then I had to go back, you know, pull up your pant legs, show me your sleeves. And so it was very funny, but I did it in like, I think I did it with an hour to spare. It was three parts. First part was an hour, second part was an hour, third part was like 2 hours. It's all multiple choice, and it's open book. Oh my God, this one guy, because everybody's taking different exams, your book is allowed to be highlighted, but it can't be written in. And there was like some pencil marks in his book, and they're like, you can't use it. And he was taking his electrical exam, and he's like shouting at them, and I was like, ooh. So I need to do this. I've got 2 more parts to do. I will be studying next week. I'm leaving on Sunday. I'm checking myself into the Pendry Hotel, not in Baltimore this time, but at the Wharf. I was like, because it's only 24 hours, I was like, I'll save myself an hour and a half of commuting. So I'm going to the Pendry to have my pre-planned nervous breakdown, my semi-annual pre-planned nervous breakdown. What does that consist of? Raiding the mini bar, going to the bar, having a bomb-ass meal, a massage or 2, a facial. They have like a spa, so hanging out at the spa. It definitely includes breakfast in bed in a fluffy bathrobe, and turning my phone off or putting my phone on to do not disturb. I'm finding that my response to people, problems, things is slightly unregulated. And I'm jumping down my guys' throats a little bit, and I'm just not responding to things the way I should be right now. Everything is like feels very heightened, and I'm just like I'm not totally okay. I'm fine, but like I can also like I know myself well enough to know that like I need to go do my thing. You know, look, it's been a fairly stressful period between HQ, some of our jobs, my partner's come home from deployment. Like, there's a lot happening. So yeah, I just have to like get my shit together. John was like, go away for a week, and I was like, no, that's not how this, yeah, that would not help. What I am gonna do is actually in June, I've decided to not take a sabbatical, but I'm gonna go away for a month and work on like the business and the operations of the business and how we do things. I want it nutty. Yeah.
Yeah, we just finished this, and this job was delayed because of weather.
God.
This is one of those jobs we couldn't wait to finish. We were done. Today was the last day.
Oh, no way.
Because what they did was they built the wall on something. Now we can't even repair the work that they did. Right? They have to remove that wall for us to.
Can I see the photos?
Yeah.
Oh, John, it's Friday.
I know. So
They've completely. Oh my God, they're completely incompetent.
Yeah. Put screws in.
Do we have photos when we did our work?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
No, our work is good. So they built this great wall next to it, and they damaged all the work we just finished. Putting up this wall, I don't know what they were doing. But we just put all this capping in on this roof. because they were having flooding issues. This poor building, the builder that built it was incompetent, and they did a tremendous amount of, they installed all the capping wrong, so the building was flooding. All the apartments had water damage. And so we went and repaired it for them. Today was the last day, and now it's all damaged. And it was beautiful. I mean, it was really nice work.
Last time we were here, the landscaper got a very different understanding of what we had wanted in terms of the vibe. So this time we're going to go through the elevations a little bit and explain to them what the feel is going to be. And that way, we can have a productive conversation and they're not going to have to think on their feet too much. So right now we are in the entryway, but there's a kitchen right where the beam is.